What's up, guys? Welcome to Unleash Your Peak Endurance. Okay, this is video number 2 in Construct the Warrior Body, and we're going to discuss why it's important to have a high level of cardiovascular health. All right, let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, Unleash Peak Endurance. Here's what we're going to cover: the importance of metabolic conditioning, also known as cardiovascular health; interval training for a fast result; low impact options for joint health; tracking progress to stay motivated; and then consistency over duration. Once again, warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. Watch the entire video. Don't skip. Don't fast forward. Pro tip, you can always watch this video at 2x speed. All right, let's talk about the importance of metabolic conditioning. So metabolic conditioning, or your cardiovascular health, boosts daily performance. It's a well-conditioned heart and lungs allow you to handle daily tasks with more energy and less fatigue. Okay, so if I'm cardiovascularly fit, walking up the stairs is not going to be a problem. Going out and having to chase my dog because he got outside is not going to be a problem. Playing with my kids, playing soccer, and doing all those types of things is not going to be a problem. And so you can see how just being fit with metabolic conditioning can help you with just daily tasks. Enhances endurance in workouts and in life. Okay, so cardio health improves stamina, allowing you to perform longer and more effectively in both workouts and everyday activities. I can tell you this from firsthand experience is that when I didn't take my cardiovascular health as important as I should have, because there was a time where I was just focused on weightlifting, right? And that's like the snatch, the clean and jerk, and lifting as heavy as possible, one rep, that weight, right? So I'm trying to max out a snatch, max out a clean and jerk. And not too long ago, it was thought that if I do any type of cardiovascular fitness, is that it's going to hurt my progress in weightlifting. Well, with CrossFit and all the stuff that's come out over the last decade, that's been proven wrong, right? There's guys that can clean or snatch, snatch over 300 pounds and run a 5:30 mile. Okay, so being cardiovascular fit allows you to train harder even in weight workouts, right? So being able to move from station to station and still have a high level of intensity is where cardiovascular fitness comes into play. It supports mental clarity and focus. Cardiovascular exercise increases blood flow, which can enhance brain function, improve mood, and reduce stress. Okay, so being cardiovascular fit, not only is your heart fit, but now your brain is being more efficient because it's getting more blood flow to it. Your extremities have more capillaries and more blood vessels, so everything is just working better. And then also you're reducing health risk. Strengthening the cardiovascular system helps lower the risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and other chronic illnesses. Okay, so every time we work out, we're pumping blood through our system, we're removing the excess sugar that's in our system from the foods that we've eaten, and we're lowering our risk for heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, any kind of chronic illness out there. Now, interval training for a fast result. So what is interval training? Intervals are short, high-intensity efforts followed by rest or low-intensity recovery, ideal for boosting cardio fitness quickly. Okay, so I've done several workout programs where the goal was to improve your mile time. And the amount of times that I ran a mile for the workouts leading in the 12 weeks was not one, just once to time it at the beginning and then once at the end. All of the training I did in the 12 weeks was just interval training. So when I say intervals, it could be 400s, it could be 800s, it could be 1,000 meters, it could be 1,200 meters, whatever it is. And typically these are going to be efforts that are a little bit faster than or more intense than what, your slow run is going to be, right? Whereas a lot of people might think, okay, if I want to run 3 miles fast, I'm just going to keep running 3 miles. That's one way to do it. But if you want to, get a better 3-mile time, running intervals where you're pushing yourself at a higher intensity and then resting and then going again, that's going to get you there quicker. Benefits of intervals: high intensity intervals improve heart health, burn more calories in less time, and increase metabolism hours post workout. Okay, so intensity produces results. Okay, so the more intense we are with our workouts, the more calories we're going to burn post workout, and the more benefits we're going to get out of it. So an example interval routine, something as simple as doing 1 minute of running followed by 1 minute of rest, or walking repeated for 10 to 15 minutes. I've done this many times on an air assault trainer, or even just like on a treadmill. Is just run a minute, walk a minute, run a minute, walk a minute, and that's easy to do. And you can ramp up the pace on the 1 minute and then catch your breath on the 1 minute walk. Flexibility and exercise choice. So intervals can be done with any exercise: running, cycling, rowing, the ski erg, swimming, or even body weight exercises, right? You can even do it with weightlifting exercises, but it makes it adaptable for all fitness levels and for things that you like to do. And then there's low impact options for joint health. Okay, brisk walking for accessible cardio. So walking is an effective and easy way to get some activity in that's easy on the joints, making it ideal for those new to cardio or with joint sensitivities. Okay, right now I can't go run because I just had knee surgery, but walking is a great way for me to get some type of cardio in, or biking or something like that. Cycling for low impact endurance and endurance building. Okay, cycling is a great way to build endurance and strength without placing strain on the knees or ankles. Okay, so just like I said, cycling is a great low impact option that you can do for a long time, and it's not going to hurt the hips, it's not going to hurt the knees, it's not going to hurt the ankles, and it's not going to take as much out of your legs as what running would. Swimming as a full body workout. Swimming provides cardio while engaging the entire body and is gentle on the joints, making it ideal for those looking for a total body, low impact option. Swimming is awesome, okay? And if you've done any kind of serious swim workout, you know that when you leave the pool, you're just smoked, right? And the next thing on your mind is just like, where can I get something to eat? And I would say it's probably the lowest impact option. So like if you have like a hurt back, hurt knees, anything, swimming is going to be a great option when it comes to cardiovascular fitness. The only thing that might be a contraindication is if you have some major shoulder issues, or if swimming hurts your shoulder or makes it feel worse, then I would stay away from it. But swimming is a great option. Mixing high and low impact for balance. Okay, so alternating between high and low impact days to prevent joint wear while maximizing cardio benefits. Okay, so I don't want to be running every day. And like I said earlier, when I was training for that mile, is that I was only running twice each week. All the other days I was doing something that's either low impact, or I was doing some type of weightlifting or gymnastics. And then tracking progress to stay motivated. Okay, heart rate recovery as a marker of fitness. So tracking heart rate recovery after exercise is a simple and effective way to measure cardiovascular improvement. It's also going to tell you if there's something going on, right? So if I've done a track workout or some type of intense workout, and I notice that my heart rate is not coming down, immediately, then I know that either I'm dehydrated, maybe I'm sick, any number of things can be going on, okay? And heart rate recovery is a great marker of fitness. I've noticed that when I'm really fit, if I do a sprint, then it takes me much less time to recover so I can do the next sprint. Whereas if I sprint and I'm out of shape, I might be in the corner puking, right? And then it's going to take a long time to get after it, right? Right now when I said that, I thought about jiu-jitsu, right? When you first start jiu-jitsu, sometimes when you roll with somebody, because you're using your whole body and you're not used to it, and the cardiovascular fitness is not there, it's going to take you a long time to want to roll again. Whereas if you've been training and you're cardiovascular fit, you can get 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 rolls in a session because you're used to it and you're trained for it. You want to monitor endurance gains. You should take down notes on improvements in endurance, like being able to sustain activity longer or with less fatigue over time, right? An example is just what I was talking about in jiu-jitsu, right? Where, okay, maybe when I first started, I could only roll 2 or 3 times. And then as my fitness got better, it was like a minimum of 5 or 6 rolls each session, right? And I'm jotting that down, taking note of it so that I can track my progress. Use of a simple fitness tracker or apps. Basic tools like apps or heart rate monitors can provide real-time feedback and help you stay engaged and motivated, right? I like to use my Garmin, okay? I also have a Whoop. The Whoop is great because it tells you, your strain and your recovery levels. But these are all things that can help you and provide you with real-time feedback and just kind of keep you motivated. Be like, okay, my time for my zone 2, right? Like it was at 11 minutes where I'd have to run at an 11-minute pace to stay in zone 2. But then what I noticed was that, okay, I was starting to push it down to 10:30, then to 10:20. Okay, and you start to see things like that, and it's motivating because you put in the work, you want to see the result. And fitness trackers and apps are a great way to get that motivation. You want to set small, achievable goals, okay? Establish and track specific cardio goals such as completing a certain interval routine or improving recovery rate by a set percentage. When I was talking about the mile, I wanted to get my mile and under, at the time, I was looking at trying to get it under 620. I had ran a 649. I wanted to get it under 620, and I wanted to run 400 meters in under a minute 10 seconds, okay? Because I think when I tested my 400 meters, it was like a minute 20 or something like that. And, I can remember back in high school being able to get it under a minute. So setting goals like that helps keep your eye on the target or the eye on the ball. And, when I finished that mile training program, I ended up running a 550 and I think it was a minute 9 on my 400, right? And so you can see how just setting small achievable goals can make a huge difference. And then consistency over duration. Short workouts add up. So small 15 to 20 minute sessions several times a week can significantly improve cardiovascular health without requiring long workouts, right? If I'm doing 20 minutes every morning, that's going to be way better than just trying to do 1 or 2 long workouts throughout the week. Find what fits your schedule. Find a time and duration that fits your schedule and stick to it. Building consistency over time. Okay, so looking at your schedule, plan in, okay, this is when I can fit my cardio in. This is when I can do this little workout for 20 minutes or whatever it is. But plan it, put it in your schedule, get it done. Prioritize frequency over intensity at first. Start with moderate, consistent sessions and then gradually increase intensity for sustainable progress. Okay, so we want to get in the door as often as possible. Once we're in the door and we're doing things, then we can start ramping up the intensity and pushing ourselves to get better faster. Okay, but step 1 is just getting inside that door. So make that barrier of entry as small as possible. If I'm just going to go work out for 10 minutes, make it 10 minutes, right? Even if it's 5 minutes, whatever it is. Chances are you get in there, you start doing it, you're going to start getting, you're going to start feeling better, and you're going to push yourself more. Consistency builds habit and motivation. So sticking to a routine creates a habit, making it easier to stay motivated and committed to the long-term health improvements, right? Consistency will build that habit, and that habit's going to build the identity. So instead of somebody that's like, I'm going to work out today, or I worked out today, it's I'm somebody that works out daily, okay? It's an identity, right? And so the habits get built by doing something consistently. So just to summarize this video, we discussed the importance of metabolic conditioning. It's the foundation of all of physical fitness. We talked about interval training being one of the fastest ways to improve your cardiovascular health. We talked about some of the low impact options, like, that as opposed to maybe running, you could do some swimming, some rowing, some biking, other options like that. The importance of tracking progress and also setting small goals, and then how consistency is the most important thing when it comes to cardiovascular fitness. All right, guys, that's it for Unleashing Peak Endurance. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let's get to work. Let's go.